lying to you. I mean, they're always lying to you. If I could get in so much trouble for just telling the truth. Cause you remember when gangster rap was so motherfucking politically incorrect? When somebody would like lose their deal if they cursed and shit. Now what somebody would lose their deal for? If they tell the truth. So that means they all been lying to you. They've been lying to you. But we ain't gonna take this no more.
See, I'm not one of them niggas that know a lot about a little. I know a little about a lot, bitch. I might not be the brightest candle on the cake, but bitch, I'm lit.
I had found enlightenment. I had become a Buddha, an awoken one. The mind has a terrible enemy. His name is Mara, and he seeks to tempt and destroy. If I did not fear death, death had no power. Watching the moon that long night, I slowly understood that the way to avoid suffering is to free yourself from wanting anyone or anything, to be ready always to give and receive. I had found enlightenment. I had become a Buddha. Okay, ready? I'm gonna be.
Bitch on the ride of my day like a Mustang. I got a watch on my wrist is a bust down. See ya. I'm tryna hop on a flight out of town. See ya. But I see my baby to bring it around. See ya.
Yo, it's your boy Light Buddha Mike back at it again with another TikTok live reaction for the fam. Wipe that off for you know what I'm saying? A little bit oily right there. I see it. If I get this all right, there we go. Yeah. All right. Getting out of dream state now, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Getting out of dream state. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Keep the stream dream alive. Do that one little favor, cause sharing is caring. You already know sharing is caring. What up, Martin? What up, DJ in the building? It's a wild ass week, I bet, man. Shit, what happened? TVs and shit. Yeah. Weird. Huh. Is it frozen for anybody else? All right, I had to stop and play that shit. What the fuck? That was weird. But then shall it be as safe? I say hot and humid, nasty out. Oh yeah. Shit, right now, man, we got what they call the flu shot and shit outside because it's all foggy and shit. Like nigga ain't supposed to notice and whatnot. You feel me? Like yeah, I know where you trying to get me sick. It's colder than it was the other day. It's like 68 here. Stream hiccup hard there for a minute. Yeah, man, I had to fucking check my shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop play it. And that shit's acting funny. Shit, we gonna keep it on money. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep moving, y'all.
Let's just get one thing straight. You don't have any rights under the Fifth Amendment because you've been pardoned, as you very well know. As the Supreme Court has been clear for a century and more, Brown versus Walker, 1896, when he has been pardoned, he may not stand upon his privilege. You know that. Your lawyers sitting behind you now shifting nervously in their chairs. They know it. This isn't about the Constitution. This isn't about the law. This is about contempt. Contempt for this body and contempt for the American people. But I think I know why you're doing it. It's because you don't want to answer questions. It's because you did all kinds of terrible things. It's because during the pandemic you got rich, didn't you? You got rich while people were dying, hundreds of thousands of Americans, over 1 million in the end, and you were getting rich. And not only were you doing that, you were using federal employees with taxpayer money to apply for and solicit cash prizes for you personally. Cash prizes totaling over $1 million. You did all of that during the pandemic, didn't you? That's a question.
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
You remember Greg Folkers? Who was that?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
Your chief of staff is the answer. Do you remember Patricia Conrad? Who was that?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
She was your personal assistant. And what were these individuals doing in the depth of the pandemic in November of 2020, when millions of Americans were suffering from COVID? What were they doing? I tell you what they're doing. Folkers was on your behalf soliciting and gathering information for a cash award. Let's look at it. We've got his email right here, right over my shoulder. Folkers says, I'm working on this nomination for the Dan David Award for Fauci. We need to beef up the COVID part. Do you have language in the can that you could share that delineates how we responded in new ways to COVID? He sends this to multiple federal employees. What was the Dan David Award? Do you remember, Doc?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
It was a $900,000 cash award. $900,000 cash award. And he got it because he used federal employees to get it. And this wasn't the only award, was it, Dr. Fauci? In fact, you applied for and received at least 8 other federal cash prizes on federal time using federal employees and federal resources. Here they are over my shoulder. Besides the Dan David Award, you've got the Partnership for Public Service, you've got the Adelson Prize, you've got the Smithsonian Award, you've got the National Academy of Medicine's Award, you've got the CDC Foundation. In fact, you turned your staff into a full-time application machine. You actually wrote to people and said, do you think maybe I qualify? And you got cash for all of this. And it wasn't just 1 or 2 employees, was it? In fact, you used 8 separate federal employees on federal time using federal resources to solicit cash awards. Isn't that true?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
Here they are right over my shoulder. Here's all of them. The people that you use, federal employees, so that you could go and get cash money. And the most hilarious part is that you weren't content to even dragoon them into applying for all of these cash awards. You then had them go out to the ethics agencies and ethics watchdogs and demand that you be able to get the money. That's right. We've got it in your emails. Your staff and employees on federal time, using federal resources, being paid with federal dollars, are soliciting cash for you, and then they're turning around and saying to the agency, we don't want just an answer, we want to get to yes, because Fauci wants the money. He wants it. We want to get to yes, and yes takes time. This is your chief of staff again, using federal email to pressure the agency's own ethics people so that you could get money, so that you could get rich. And it violated the law, didn't it, Dr. Fauci? Didn't it? It violated the law, didn't it? It is a question. You can answer. Go ahead.
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
Federal law, as you very well know, prohibits the solicitation of cash awards or other personal benefits for federal employees. And it certainly prohibits using your own employees to do this. 5 CFR section 2635-205B. It says it right there in black and white. You cannot use federal resources, federal dollars, federal employees, federal offices, federal email, federal time to solicit cash awards, and you did all of it, And the worst part is, thousands of people were dying while you were doing it. You were supposed to be the nation's doctor, and you're playing one on TV, but this is what you were doing with your time. Isn't that true?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
Yeah, I can see why. I can certainly see why. You know what I can't quite figure out is that why you were so obsessed with it, because you're already rich. I mean, and your scheme worked here. I mean, your net worth now is north of $12 million. You got over $1 million in cash awards during COVID, during a 12-month, 24-month span during COVID. Yeah, well, silence is admission. And here's the real thing. At the end of the day, it wasn't just about the money, really, was it? It was really about a power trip. I mean, through all of this, you want to be the most famous scientist in the world. You were so focused on getting every award and every drop of cash that you could, all because you wanted to be on TV. You wanted to be the sun god of science. You wanted to be the guy who was in charge of it all. You wanted to lambast Trump. You wanted to make sure that nobody else stole your spotlight. You wanted to be the guy. You had time to sit for InStyle magazine. Here's what you were doing with your time. You could sit for InStyle magazine, but you can't answer questions for the American people. You could sit for InStyle magazine, but you're here taking the fifth. You could sit for InStyle magazine and get $1 million in cash awards. But now the cat's got your tongue. I bet he does. I tell you what, here's my conclusion from all of this. This was really all about you the whole time. Somewhere along the way, you lost your way. You may have been a good public servant at one time, I don't know. But I can tell you from reading your emails now, from looking at what you did, how you used your employees, somewhere along the line, it became all about you. You became a narcissist and a megalomaniac and a liar. And you've lied to the American people, and you've lied to this body. And you've disgraced your profession by doing it. You called yourself the most famous scientist in the world. You've done more to harm science than anybody in my lifetime. And I hope you'll go home and write that in your diary. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, man. You know, when that dude's up in feds and shit, writing his, what do they call that? I guess it'd be like his memorial, man, memoirs or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Guess that dude's gonna be like trying to get money because all his assets gonna be frozen because it's all that illegal gotten gain. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be paying towards tax dollars, money and shit, go towards the system, you know. But hey, what's gain for them is a loss technically because it's a gain for us. I do feel lose it all. What up, Mikey? Potron in the building. I see doggy. What it do? Smoking on that Berry Kush. Yeah, man. I'm about to roll up one right now. You already know. Shit. I'll make sure we get it in. I be rolling cones and shit. I don't stack them. But I be rolling them. You got stuff in the end that way that shit close. What it do? Everybody roll up. That's what time it is. Y'all already know. He be letting you know.
If martial law has been declared, this is what you need to do immediately. Share this with everyone. If you've been paying attention, you know we're close. When martial law hits, normal life is gone in an instant. What you do in the first hours could be the difference between freedom and control. Pay attention because the warning signs are already here. Informants will be everywhere. Neighbors, coworkers, even family members. Fear and pressure will turn good people into government snitches. Anyone could sell you out. Stand out as too prepared and you'll be marked as a threat. On the outside, look desperate, compliant, and harmless. Behind the scenes, always ready. If they can see it, they can seize it. Food, medicine, and fuel gone in seconds under the banner of the greater good. Hide it, bury it, or scatter it in places no one would suspect. Roads will choke with blockades, ID scans, and patrols. Every stop is a risk of detention or worse. Stay put, stay hidden, or move through back roads that they don't already have control of. Admit you're armed and you've painted a target on your back. To survive, your weapons must not exist. Keep them out of sight until the moment they're truly needed. The truth is, martial law does not bring safety, it brings control.
I'll be across the street emptying the supermarket. Hey, yeah. I'm gonna be on the corner street looking at the gun store. Waiting for that motherfucker to close. Yeah, do it, do that, do that. Till then, we gonna keep moving.
Everybody is not evil, but some people indeed are, or they're used for evil. You know what I mean? And this is all evil shit. The idea of getting people to be addicted and love murder music and glorify music that's geared toward killing people for no reason at all, that's some sick shit at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But this is what we have. So I'm saying all of this to say that when an individual like Lil Durk, who's being accused of murder for hire, charged with RICO. Now, when you get charged with RICO, now that's something that they give organized crime. Organized crime. And everybody falls under the umbrella. So nobody's walking away from that. So my point with that is this. When you have murder for hire and organized crime, those two things alone say a lot about your influence. So if they know the influence that this man has, and all of the killing that gets done, some of which he is directly responsible for, whether it be he paid for it, whether it be he could say something on a song about people sliding, and just from him saying that on a song, they're going to feel like they need to get some get back, whatever it is. And then when he gets locked up, just like this revolutionary is locked up, and Lil Durk's fans say free Durk, and we say free Rashad, you say there's an online cult. You say all kinds of shit. You make a documentary to defame this man. You've never once talked about all the killing that this man is directly responsible for. You're not making documentaries about that. I wonder why.
But Rashad Jamal talked about it though. Not to pull hate on
Nah,
him.
come on, bro. Yeah,
you know
talk that
not
shit.
To,
Yeah.
Not to pull hate on him, but
exactly.
You know
This we not here to bash. It ain't about that, you know. But Durk has caused some destruction, and we just, you know what I'm saying. We just bringing light to that. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah. He spoke about Lil Durk, and he spoke about rappers in general, and just the pain that they cause into the whole community anyway, and how they use this.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's why we don't listen to low frequency vibration on music anymore. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't have a harmonic frequency or tone or some shit like that. No tonal notes that like accentuate some pieces of my brain. I don't want to listen to that shit. Waste my time. Keep moving on.
I don't care if I sound crazy. They're doing a fucking ritual today. They're trying to ruin all of our frequencies by getting us scared with this COVID-19 hearing with Dr. Fauci today, by revealing all this information, by him saying, I plead the fifth, I plead the fifth. There's a full moon tonight, all right? Frequencies are changing. Frequencies are weird. Energy's weird. Stay vigilant. Stay vigilant. That's all I can say. I don't even know if that's the right word, but there's something going on for sure. Don't even leave the house if you don't have to. I gotta go to therapy, so I'm leaving the house, but do not leave the fucking house if you don't got to.
Yeah, that's what he's pushing the narrative, Red Cap. When they start pushing that narrative they want them to push, they're gonna end up promoting them more. You know what I'm saying? Feel like this, you ever want to get out there in the music industry, talk about some shit that'll lead them down a dark path, But when you release your songs and shit, put tracks in there that actually like enlighten them and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta counteract that shit. But no matter what, these people will be watching your shit. So if they see you start counteracting this shit, pushing and poking and shit. You know what I'm saying? You keep pushing and poking the bear, they gonna like that shit. But that being said, this is all allegedly speaking, of course, in my opinion. And this is all hearsay. You guys go do your own research and shit, get it right, you know? And we all follow the light. Being star seeds of the light, time to shine bright, y'all. Let's get
Somebody, hey, I'm gonna say this right now. He didn't kill anybody, bro. He didn't kill anybody. There's no way. There's no way he's been on tour.
We have people admitting to literal, like, murder in our confession.
Was killed, disarticulated, and put in a trash bin.
Like, right in the arcade, I don't get a miner's number, bro. Like, you gotta ask the age first. No, you never ask the age. After you look up and down. After, yeah. You gotta gamble your life. Since you know you lose. Whoa. It is,
of a teenage girl who was found dead inside Singer David's impounded Tesla.
Wait. David's killing Oh, no.
Not a murderer?
No.
Thank God, bro, because I was still going to listen to his music. I was just worried that I'd be an asshole if I did.
What the hell, y'all? What the hell? Let's keep moving.
Capricorn's real purpose isn't to conquer the world, but to master themselves so completely that the world can no longer control them.
Watch my AI break down Capricorn and how they help break us free from the Matrix.
Capricorn, the Matrix breaker who climbs the mountain and discovers it was inside them all along. The Matrix doesn't control Capricorn through emotion. It doesn't control Capricorn through distraction. It controls Capricorn through ambition, through achievement, through the endless promise that happiness exists one more mountain peak away. Because Capricorn was born with something powerful, a relationship with mastery. When other signs see obstacles, Capricorn sees objectives. When others quit, Capricorn digs deeper. When others get distracted, Capricorn keeps climbing. This is the sign of endurance, discipline, responsibility, long-term vision, the ancient builder, the architect. The king or queen willing to spend 20 years constructing something others wanted overnight. But that's exactly where the Matrix sets the trap. The Matrix whispers, once you achieve enough, you'll finally be worthy. Once you make enough, you'll finally be secure. Once you win enough, you'll finally be happy. And Capricorn believes it, for a while. So they climb, and climb, and climb, and sometimes they reach the summit, only to discover the feeling they were chasing isn't there. The trophy is there, the title is there, the money is there, but the piece is missing, and suddenly a terrifying question appears. If success isn't the answer, then what am I actually searching for? The wounded Capricorn becomes trapped in the game, always working, always producing, always proving, measuring their worth by accomplishments, treating life like an endless performance review. The Matrix loves this version of Capricorn because someone who ties their value to achievement can be kept running forever, like a mountain goat chasing a peak that keeps moving. The awakened Capricorn discovers a secret. The mountain was never the goal. The climb was. The discipline, the wisdom, the character, the strength, the person they became along the way. Suddenly everything changes because Capricorn stops chasing status and starts pursuing mastery. And mastery is something the Matrix can never take away. That's why the Matrix fears awakened Capricorns. The Matrix runs on external validation. Capricorn learns internal authority. The Matrix says, prove yourself. Capricorn says, to who? The Matrix says, work harder. Capricorn says, why? The Matrix says, your value comes from what you've accomplished. Capricorn says, my value existed before I accomplished anything. And suddenly, one of the Matrix's oldest spells breaks. Because Capricorn's true role is teaching humanity sovereignty, not rebellion, not escape. Sovereignty, the ability to govern yourself, your emotions, your impulses, your habits, your decisions, your destiny. Most people want freedom. Capricorn understands something deeper. Freedom without self-mastery becomes chaos. Self-mastery creates true freedom. Eventually, every Capricorn discovers a profound truth. The highest mountain isn't outside, it's inside. It's the mountain of fear, doubt, ego, attachment, limitation. And once that mountain is climbed, every other mountain becomes manageable. If you're a Capricorn, your mission isn't to become important. It isn't to collect titles. It isn't to prove your worth. Your mission is to become so disciplined, so grounded, and so aligned that no external system can dictate your value. Because your gift isn't success. Your gift is mastery. And when Capricorn fully steps into that role, they become something the Matrix struggles to understand. A person whose sense of worth cannot be bought, sold, manipulated, or taken away. And that's the kind of person no prison was ever built to hold.
What do you think, Capricorn? You ready to step out of the prison of your own mind and elevate society?
Man, I already been here, buddy. But it's show on the road. If you're looking for validation from AI, you already fucked. I'm not looking for nothing. That's why I just said, hey, you already told me something I already know. I'm a Capricorn, people. Get it.
Black Americans, y'all need to pay attention. You're being tricked on social media and these algorithms to protect white people. This is the reason why suddenly you're seeing all these gender wars, all these people from different parts of the black community, you know, the immigrants, the LGBT, the feminists, the men's rights people, the freaking manosphere people. You're seeing all of them pop up suddenly because they're being paid to. And the way that I can demonstrate this is that notice how every time before a big reveal comes from the Big E files. You know who Big E is, right? He had the Lolita Island. Remember that? We're gonna have a big old reveal pretty soon. Certain senators who are sitting senators are revealed to be on that list. There are cops who were interviewed about Big E, and coming to find out, some of the police chiefs and the sheriffs, they weren't just investigating Big E; they were customers. How do you think your boy Big E was getting away with it for so long? Oh, tell you what, I want you to go to your Google search bar, type in, did Virginia Giuffre, or Virginia Giuffre, she's one of Big E's victims, did she say that he owned the cops? Did she literally make that statement in an NBC interview? Did she say it? Did she say it? And let me ask you a question. In the first reveal, did you see any cops mentioned? See any sheriffs mentioned? There's no way this man was doing this without their help. We know for a fact that he paid off Miami police officers. It was an undercover police detective, a retired one, who pointed that out. He said, hey, some of the people who are harassing some of the victims' families, I used to work with those guys. Look it up. See if I'm making that up. Look it up. Look it up. We know for a fact that in the U.S. Virgin Islands, Epstein was paying off cops. We know that. There's a sitting U.S. politician, a black woman who's in hot water over there right now. And that's why. See, this is why I wanted at certain people like Deontay Kyle and everybody else. It wasn't that I necessarily disagree with everything that they were saying, but it's when they were saying it. Why did you pop up at the time that you popped up? See, timing is everything. If you understand about anything about black activism or being on the internet or internet algorithms, you understand that timing is everything. So if you think that this war that we are going through, that's a big distraction from the Big E files, well, then let me ask you a question. What's cheaper, starting a war or paying off content creators to start shit to actually distract attention when you know white man is basically about to take a big old lashing? So you deflect the black men.
Yeah, they big on scamming overtime. Even though you ain't supposed to be taxed on that shit, right? Cops corrupt. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Motherfuckers is be up in the motherfucking, especially COs, man. The motherfuckers be up on their job for about a week and shit. 5 days in a row and shit. 18 hours. Don't even go home. They ain't got no life. They over there trying to make jail their life. Fucked up. What?
You were going to have schools, universities, and colleges are going to say, you want to come to this college, buddy? You're going to get vaccinated. Lady, you're going to get vaccinated. Big corporations like Amazon and Facebook and all of those others are going to say, you want to work for us, you get vaccinated. And it's been proven that when you make it difficult for people in their lives, they lose their ideological bullshit and they get vaccinated.
Thank you. Are all objections to COVID vaccinations ideological bullshit, Dr. Fauci?
No, they're not, and that's not what I was referring to.
Well, that's exactly what you meant when you said making it hard for people to live without getting a vaccination. You affected people's ability to work, travel, be educated, to actually flourish in American society, to self-determine, as we're all given God-given rights. Shame on you.
Hey, he said, I hate Smeagol. That's not Smeagol. That's Dobby, bro. That's Dobby. That's a motherfucking house elf. That nigga fucking, whoever gave him them clothes owns that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That nigga working for them. He working the dark arts. Let's keep it up. The light's gonna keep shining.
Social media is in a frenzy after the White House claims to have dropped the truth about COVID. But some of y'all aren't reading it. They're not saying COVID wasn't real. They're saying that the origin of COVID wasn't real. A lot of you owe Asians an apology. You see, there was always an argument that COVID was made in a lab. Well, the White House confirms that the COVID virus had components in it that did not come from nature. What makes it worse, this fish market that had ties to the COVID outbreak is also only 7 miles away from the laboratory where the claims are being made that COVID was made or being studied, where the virus leaked from. And there's claims that Dr. Peter, during the Biden administration, was sending funds to that same laboratory when the outbreak transpired. But he claims that he was sidelined early on when he felt like a leak had happened, and that the media was paid and pressured to only make it seem like one way that COVID came about, which led to the targeting of Asian Americans. So the Asian community, all those old ladies were being attacked, being set on fire, being accused of starting COVID, when in fact, not only it came from a laboratory leak, it happened in a small area of China, and as I keep telling y'all, not every Asian is Chinese. And now there's accusations that some of our officials had something to do with it at that, with the narrative spreading. People are already mad at the doctor because he was saying he plead the fifth when he was being interviewed, when they were asking him questions about the COVID outbreak.
Mm-hmm. As we just seen, as we just heard. We know what the word. Conspiracies are only theories because they're not proof. These are facts, guys. These are facts. I've been talking about that shit since way back. 6 years, 7 years, matter of fact. I was like, way before they were talking about wearing a mask. Shit. But you'd have to go back and check on that. Replay squad is always in the house. I see y'all. Keep it on. Keep it on.
Hey everybody, this your good old buddy Dr. Matthews here. So, critical. You wasn't gonna tell them people that you a paid informant. We know the agent who giving you the money. And then you over here promoting the Marcus Garvey Gun Club, and you finna get all them people indicted. Everybody, let me show y'all something. Hold on. Here it is right here, y'all. He's given specific instructions to record conversations with members, to wear a wire, and also he's wearing the wires to all the gatherings, and then he's trying to build coalitions with other gun clubs and infiltrate them. So if you have any kind of criminal history or anything of those lines, he's finna set y'all up to get indicted. Also, we know the agent that approached him. Critical, we know what you agreed to work for. We know exactly how much you being paid. So to all the brothers and sisters, be extremely careful around this brother, because he's a paid informant. He's a paid federal informant. I want y'all to understand that. And ask yourself a question. Ask yourself this, like, how does a man with multiple felony convictions, even having convictions dealing with kids, like child endangerment, be involved in promoting a gun club and not being in jail? You know why? Because he's an informant. We know about your critical. We know about your bitch ass. So all y'all that's in that gun club, you got records and shit. Y'all better watch what y'all got going on, because y'all gonna get indicted fucking with that nigga. Bye.
Yeah, I hope none of y'all over there fucking with that nigga. That'll be fucking cold day in hell. You up in the feds with some good charges, man. That'd be some shit. Let's hope it ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Let's hope it ain't it. Let's move.
A show of hands of everyone at this table who is racist. So I saw a couple people surprised that I raised my hand. When I said that I was racist, I'm racist against black people. So it's institutional. Indians are institutionally racist against black people.
I don't see color. I don't see. So how she said, I'm blinded to color. Like, it doesn't faze me at all. When we bleed red.
I'm just going to drop the bomb here. That's white supremacy. Color blindness is white supremacy. Do not teach your kids to be colorblind. Do not talk about color blindness. Don't say that I don't see the color of your skin and we cut ourselves open, it's bleeding red.
If you're going to cry, leave the table and go into the living room there. When a white woman starts crying, what happens?
All the attention is when I was in Charleston, South Carolina last summer, I get into my lift and the guy turned around and looked at me and he said, "Lady," because I hate to have to say this to you, but if I get pulled over, you're just another black woman, and he's black, and he said, "Put your hands up, do as they say, do not make any trouble."
He actually told you that?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, God.
Of course.
That's the life he lives.
And
that's his reality.
But that's his reality. She's worried that her kids are going to die. I cannot remember a time that I have not woken up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat. I want to ask also to stop acting shocked. So part of white feminism is acting so surprised when we tell you.
But it is, why are you telling us not to act the way that we act? It is surprising.
Because
to me, that is surprising.
That upholds white supremacy. Why are your feelings so hurt? Why are your feelings more important than the reality of the violence of our lives?
You walk through the world with a different experience because you are a white woman.
So I can't sit here? You gotta go. Sorry, sis.
I think I have a little bit of a problem with the we versus I think that there is the big perpetual we, right? We white women for sure. But I think there's also we African Americans, and we were slaves, right? And these things happen to us. That doesn't happen to everybody, right? I mean, and you, I understand, and I am here.
It happened to all African Americans.
Yeah. It didn't happen to you.
Listen. One of the things that we know, let me just say.
I have a lot of Native American history, and I don't take advantage of any of that.
Time out. Are you saying that black people, African Americans, descendants of slaves, are taking advantage of that? You just said
that's not what I'm saying.
At these dinners, we see white women behaving badly. And that bad behavior looks like denial of white supremacy, denial of racism, and even denial of slavery. This is nothing new.
Why is it that being called a racist makes you so upset?
It doesn't make me upset anymore. I believe that every white person is racist because of the system. And I had to learn about the system to get that.
Do I love you less because you're a different color? Absolutely not.
But do you realize that everything you're saying is taking away everything they just said?
Mm. 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 And what's fucked up too is them bitches piggybacked off of us to get them rights. Hmm? Mm. Mm. Monic. Monic. But hey, the white devil's still here. Ain't going nowhere. Not until at least a couple years, you know what I'm saying? When we weed them all out. We'll breed them all out, I mean, you know what I'm saying? But we still gotta get rid of them Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking sewer hopper niggas. Keep moving. Keep bopping.
That's all they got to do is keep your frequency low. So this is why they use the media and the media. They feel like I always tell y'all, every story that comes out in the fucking news is going to keep your ass either mad, sad, or fearful. And them all root chakra energies. They not going to put nothing on the news. It's going to launch you up into your root, into your crown chakra, nigga. Every story come out going to have you down there, sad, depressed, angry, in fear, because this is a frequency war. But they say music make you lose control. You don't have no more control. You are at the will of the frequency. Frequency is an astral thing. Frequency is so majestic. Sound is majestic. This is the power of frequency. Family made for her. All right, and hertz. She also made USA. All right, because the earth vibrates at a certain amount of hertz. Become a member. So let me show you the power of high frequency hertz. Like if you pissed off, you could be pissed off, right? And somebody play this song, I bet your ass gonna be mad no more. This song right here, nigga.
Nigga, what, nigga? I don't give a fuck what you going through, nigga. Nigga, you be mad at the world, nigga. This shit come on, nigga.
Nigga, whole vibe change, nigga. You feel me? Just got the phone call that they ain't got the rest of the rent. They ain't gonna have it. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna have my half this. What you mean you ain't gonna have your half? Damn, that's fucked up, man. I knew I shouldn't let this nigga move in, man. I shouldn't let this nigga move in because I knew the nigga was gonna be on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Let the nigga in. Nigga talking about he ain't got it. I knew the nigga was gonna do that shit. Same old shit. But 20 years, this nigga, man, and pissed me the fuck off. I'm finna go fuck him up right now. I'm finna go get the keys. Hey, hold off on them car keys for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, you say you ain't got that rent money? Don't even worry about it. It's all good. We gonna work something out. All right, one. You was pissed off, and then that vibe changed your whole demeanor. Your whole soul changed, didn't it? Soon as that shit dropped, somebody right now is cussing their kids out. Y'all shut the fuck up. I'm trying to hear what he said. He said we ain't gonna mass meditate to the end, but goddamn, shut the fuck up now. You motherfuckers is lying. God damn. I'm trying to hear what the fuck he gotta say. Y'all ass doing all that? Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all go ahead and do whatever y'all was doing.
It's all play. Like they clone Tyrone. They try to sway us with the vibes and the lies. They show us the shit on media. Publish the shit too. With all these damn juice boxes around us, I think it's time to put a squeeze on. You know what I'm saying? Get some cheese off.
Jews don't pay interest when they buy a house like the rest of us do. And before you tell me I'm crazy, I literally just closed one of these transactions. Check these guys out. It had to get approved by these guys, a board of rabbis. At that point, I was like, what is going on here? Because I thought every mortgage worked the same way. The bank gives you money, you pay it back with interest. That's apparently not the case. There's a structure called heter iska, and instead of being written as a traditional loan, it's written as an investment partnership. Now, before everyone loses their mind, the payment doesn't disappear. The house doesn't get cheaper. You're still making payments every month, but the way it's structured is completely different. And that's why it has to get approved. The part that blew my mind wasn't even the structure. It was realizing there are people buying houses today using a system that's been around for hundreds of years, and most Americans have never even heard of it.
See, man, little rap ass know everything. Huh? Keep it in the family. Families. But 6 sons of bitches gonna learn today. I don't have to.
How many people think there are white racists? That there are white racists out there? How many think there are black racists out there? Okay. Now, this is an interesting thing because this becomes important as we begin to define concepts. Now, I do that. I usually define concepts all the way. But one of the things that I do is I try to help people get a picture of what I mean by racism. So tell me how it is. I'm going to, first category is white racism, then we'll deal with black racism. So white racism. Tell me the ways in which white racism adversely impacts the lives of black people. Just what are the ways that white racism can adversely impact the lives of black people as a group? What are some of those ways? I'm sorry? Power, but how is that defined specifically? Education, okay. I'm sorry? Economically, employment. What else? Housing, what else? Policing. Why are we here today? Healthcare, okay. Now, we could actually kind of grow that list. Now we're going to move over to black racism. Tell me the ways in which black racism adversely impacts the lives of white people as an entire group.
Not a single lie told.
Thank you. The reason why you become silent, there's one that always comes up, and that's fear. White people are afraid of black people. They are afraid of us. And it's a very interesting thing because black people know it. We know white people are afraid. But you have to start getting into the psychology. What are you afraid of? Why are you afraid? But it's an interesting dynamic. Now, also you see the difference in what racism is, do you not? Racism implies you have not just prejudice, but the power to do something with that prejudice. Now, I don't like you, not only that, but I'm going to control whether you can get, you know, I may say I hate you. I hate white people. I hate them. I hate them. It's not going to change you getting that, you know, loan when you go to the bank. You could go, you can hate, I can hate you all the way to the bank. Not going to change. Do you see the difference? That whereas white racism says, not only do I not like you, but I'm going to change the impact of where you can live. I'm going to determine with that racism where your powers are. You following me? And I'm talking about as a group, not an individual, because people said, I remember when my uncle didn't. I'm not talking about your uncle. I'm talking about the whole group. I'm not talking about an incident.
Now, it's something I want y'all to know.
How many people think there are white racists?
First of all, phenomenal speaker. If you have not seen Dr. Joy, y'all need to go ahead and look her up. I'm going to leave her information in the comments below.
I'm glad that dude kept it short. He was a little too saucy on the Santana. Let's get, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep moving.
How come when it comes to this Nolan Wells situation, TMZ went away from their usual practices? Harvey Levin is front and center when it's a Celeste and David update, when it's an update about this case and this case. Harvey is the lawyer. He's front and center for everything. And then on occasions, you'll have the black guy next to Harvey.
So after they're on Horn Island on July 4th, at the end of the day, about 4:30, they decide they're heading back to the mainland. And the owner of that boat, or the grandson of the owner who's driving the boat, realizes that they are taking on water. Their bilge pump isn't working, so he places a call to a tow company called Sea Tow. Think is that in the background of that call,
what people think, how they how they minimalize words that we hear. We heard those words clearly, bruh. We heard, is he dead? Oh my God, Nolan, no. Get up. We heard those words clearly. Now they're minimalizing those words now. Yo, pay attention. Yo, these folks are sneaky. Pay attention, bro. Oh, nah, man, that's just commotion. Nah, man. Now they're saying it, yo, it's just commotion because they're trying to say, oh, nah, man. Yo, it was a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Y'all couldn't even hear. Nah, bro. The sister enhanced the audio. Shout out to the sister, who's a professional audio engineer, if you guys don't know. You see, independent media is breaking this case open. The person who enhanced the audio, the beautiful black sister, she is a professional audio engineer. So she made sure to enhance it to where it is not just staticky. But the sister enhanced the audio to where you could hear it clearly, as clear as it could be. This is a professional who did this. This sister did her job. This sister did the job that TMZ was supposed to do. They say y'all got no proof. Yo, their favorite line was, "There's nothing that suggests foul play was done here." That was their favorite line before the audio came out. Now the audio came out, and you hear it clear as day. Now the new thing is up to interpretation. Don't play into their games. They're not looking for answers. They're looking for reasonable doubt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's no interpretation with that shit. Y'all all heard that audio, right? That shit was clear as day. Shit, clear as day. But keep moving.
Why does it seem like white people have the statistics for black on black crime on deck? Y'all could spit that shit back to us like you've been sleeping, eating, shitting, breathing, all of that shit. However, you don't know anything about the statistics for pedophilia? None whatsoever? You don't know that you are the leading demographic in it? If you concentrated on pedophilia in the white community, the way that you concentrate on black crime in our community, I bet you the Epstein files wouldn't exist.
That's fact too. That's fact. She just deal with real fact.
In order for you to change your mindset and really connect with your higher self and really find that light within you and connect with God within you at all times, God is everywhere at all times. In order for you to really do that by yourself, you have to really start taking yourself serious. How the fuck is your higher self gonna fuck with you if you've been literally trading up, switching up on him your whole life? You've been choosing other people before yourself. You've been going and trying to get answers from other people instead of getting answers from yourself. You sit up here asking pastors and churches and religions all these questions, and you already got the answers. You sit up here going outside, praying on your knees, begging for some shit, instead of praying and going within yourself. Everything you doing is going further away from yourself. You are God. When you die, you would know that. Remember, it's drugs. Look up life after death. Look up all this shit. TV make us think dying is a bad thing. Death not bad, bro. Unconditional love. You don't feel pain, none of that. When you see somebody get shot, all this shit, bro, they see they self transcend. They see everything. They know, like, wow, this was just my experience. You mean to tell me everything I was going through, all of it was just an experience within myself? You mean to tell me that I was my own creator? I was my own God the whole time? You mean to tell me I could have been doing this and that the whole, yes. Yes, we have a creator. Yes, we have a God. He's within us. Line them chakras up, man. Start taking care of yourself, bro. Stop fucking your life up with this matrix shit that they feeding us. You gotta stop eating that bullshit. It's good as fuck. Yeah, nigga, it's good as hell. Don't nothing taste better than some chicken and shit. Obviously, everything that's good for us is bad for us. And everything that's hard as fuck for us is the best thing for us, like meditation. Sun gazing. It's hard to do the shit that's good for us because we've been doing bad shit our entire life.
Mm-hmm. What to do, King? That movie was dope, wasn't it?
Hell yeah. That shit
Told you. We can't talk about it on this live though, man. Keep it after the show. Took me till I was 52 to learn to love me some me. Yeah. This is the thing. It's easy to love you some you, but it's hard to constantly do because of the things that you do. Because you gotta understand, sometimes we self-project. So if we don't like something in someone else, it's because we see ourselves in them. And we don't want that for them. You know what I'm saying? But at the same sense, it's a hard thing because we take it for us. Weird. You know what I'm saying, King? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You got your headset on? No.
yeah, I do.
All right. Trying to figure out why you still sound like you in a tunnel. See what
I
you
don't
said is
know.
on. Oh, you ain't got none of this said though. All right. Well, hey, you don't mess with the set. I mess with the set. Damn it. But my show, I gotta hear it how I hear it, not how you hear it. You ain't listening to you. I'm listening to you. Yeah. Right. I haven't seen it yet. See, Angela was gonna go see it. That's why I said we don't talk. It was a good movie though. Not gonna lie. Everybody should go see that movie. It's very thought provoking. I was mad at the end though, to tell the truth, because I sat through all them damn titles and credits and shit, bro. That's some bullshit. Did you sit through that shit?
Yeah. I mean, it's a hit though. It's a hit. It's a hit. I'm guessing. I'm not gonna say it though, but I'm guessing. We can
I
talk
think
about
that
this shit
movie was
another
like
time.
2.5 hours or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah. But the credits, it's a hit to that shit, bro. It's a hit, bro. It's a clue. It's a clue to the credit, bro. We could talk
Is
about
that
that
what you
shit.
saying? No, I know at the end of the credits and shit, there's always a fucking talk about something else type shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but my uncle did. Damn it, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving.
So why do I continue losing all of my accounts? Well, I show you all things like Hawaii is a gigantic chicken now. Let's talk about it. And TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. Entertainment. It's based on a true story, but entertainment only. Now, if you look here in this picture, you'll see that Moana has two very close friends. You have Hey Hey, the rooster, who became Hawaii, and Pua, the pig, who's Australia. All right. And there's Hawaii. Okay? Hawaii. I want you all to look. Here is the beak. Here is the hole from the nose. This is the hole from the eye. This is the gobbler under his neck. This is his rooster crown. Up top, the cone. Across the top. All right. Come down to the neck. This was one wing that was out here.
Hey, it'd be good if this nigga knew how to use a fucking green screen. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn dude,
Right.
shit with a green screen, bro. You need to teach that nigga something.
I can do
The
that.
dragons, snakes, chickens, pigs. We live on a bunch of dead shit. No cap.
I can do it, bro.
But we just pieces of. Never mind. We're people that that live on dead people or dead things. Everything everything under us has already lived or is living still. You know what I'm saying? Like everything under the sun has already been done. There's past civilizations that are buried deep, deep, deep under sediment, crevices, everything. But how far would you go to figure it out? How deep would you burrow underneath in that rabbit hole that we call the matrix?
It's kind of giving Harley Quinn. Okay. Aw, cute. I like it. And then, wait, look at this.
You want to tell me those girls cannot hear what's being said through that open door, just on the other side of that very thin wall? And you see the one girl in front of the mirror pause and listen? What was just said by witness one, which is a female, I think I know who she is. The female says, tell me more about Celeste. Oh, then you hear the woman say, yeah, you killed her. And then you hear witness two state, Yeah, me and David. They're so casual. And the other girls are just talking about finding their body glitter. And I want you to listen to the long form one more time because a speaker is identified by name. Joe Scott Morgan, listen.
It's kind of giving Harley Quinn. Okay. Aw, cute. I like it. And then, wait, what is this? Stickers?
Stalkers.
Oh. Doesn't know. Where's the body glitter? We go to the USA now. Where's the body glitter from Claire's? Bro, body glitter from Claire's. Okay, clear glitter. Okay, chat. I'm gonna show you guys my face makeup.
The more that I notice shit, it's amazing because I was on these platforms and shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like I was like, I'm a Twitch streamer. You know what I'm saying? So like being on these platforms and watching most of this shit, but not knowing that this shit takes place like this, and then noticing how a lot of streamers end up getting like selected. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird how you could see the shit like just connecting the pieces all together. It's all weird. But it's only getting weirder. Keep moving.
It's kind of giving Harley Quinn. Okay. Aw, cute. I like it.
All right, so last night I made a comment. Well, I made a video about this clip. Hold on.
Yeah, diva. Why you wanna be a diva? On some flash. Why you wanna be a diva? Some flash. You're a demon. You need holy oil, right? You need to sit down in the holy oil. You need to go get a church bath and cleanse your body, right?
So in my previous video, I mentioned streaming, right? And I mentioned how most people don't want to have real jobs these days. Y'all want to do streaming. Y'all want to do YouTube. Y'all want to do all this fake ass shit. Who are you going to be and what are you going to do when they choose to take away social media, when they choose to take away streaming, and you done already allowed other men to bust you in your ass because you wanted financial gain? These people are literally on camera all day, every day, showing your children negative ass behavior. They are telling men it is okay to be gay. They're telling little kids it is okay to be gay. It is okay for you to put on wigs. They're telling boys this. There are boys who are watching him. He has literally shifted from being a masculine young boy to behaving like a whole diva. And I don't care. Oh, well, being a diva means being a rock star. You're a man. Why would you want to be a rock star? You fuck niggas then. Rock stars fuck on other men. Rock stars do drugs. Rock stars do bullshit. What are you saying? What are you saying? The way that y'all are okay with the younger generation being poisoned by the people of today's world shows how y'all are evil. Y'all are evil and demonic. Y'all are trying to condemn people for doing things correctly. You need to go get a real job. Social media is not going to always be there. I am old. I am 35. I'm about to be 36. It ain't got nothing to do with me. The younger children need to be going to learn trades. They need to be doing shit. We need construction workers. We need engineers. We need plumbers. We need trashmen. We need average people. If everybody is trying to be rich, if everybody's trying to be famous, who the fuck is going to live in the real world when these white people shut down their whole system? Y'all really think that they made social media for the public's benefit, or is it for them to keep an eye on people and to know what we're doing and to push out their fucking message of toxicity? What are y'all saying? What are y'all saying? Being on social media should be a side hustle. It should not be your main source of income. You need to go get a real career. Not even college. Trades are the way to go. I'm never going to get up here and tell children, pick social media over a real career when white people can take that away at any time? They can take your whole platform and ban you from social media. What are you going to do then? Be in your 30s and 40s, have to, well, I got to go and get a trade now.
That's real talk, bro. See, like anybody that doesn't really have like a extracurricular job, anyways, you gotta have problems. But she's speaking facts. What you said too, Margaret. But hey, that's why I try to keep it as real as possible, man. 'Cause I ain't here for that social media, really, but I'm here to let people know that gotta watch out for them Diddy Bop motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch out for them Diddy Bop motherfuckers.
First of all, you better stay away from these Diddy bopping motherfuckers.
You said stay away from the Diddy bopping motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers dancing all on the motherfucking stage and shit. They want your ass. Call them astronauts. So be very afraid.
You really ain't built for the game.
Or something.
Something like that.
Don't be trying to be famous or you gonna run into a motherfucker like that.
What? He literally just said.
Real talk. See what Black Boy Max ran into a nigga like that, huh? They got a vasectomy, cut his man bits, getting punked. Boy, your dad, your granddaddy, your great great granddaddy, turn around. Just rolling. Flipping in the, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter, man. But this shit, your ancestors ain't looking out for you. You a demon. The reason why? Because you take D, man. You take D. But you keep it moving. On to
North
the next.
American Power Grid and FEMA warning of a possible severe geomagnetic storm taking place Thursday or Friday. That's tomorrow. I'm recording this at 11 o'clock on Wednesday night. That's tomorrow or Friday. I'm meteorologist Todd Gross. Let's talk about what it means for you in terms of not only the power grid, but the potential for a major aurora borealis. Now, just looking at that coronagraph, it looked like it was moving fast, but this fast? They're expecting it to move in at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. 11 a.m. And that would be Thursday, okay? Right here as a G3 and then becoming a G4 geomagnetic storm by evening.
Because y'all weren't listening when Kanye said, I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. When I awoke, I spent that on a necklace. I told God I'd be back in a second. Man, it's so hard not to act reckless. To whom much is given, much is tested. Get arrested, guess until he get the message. I feel the pressure, under more scrutiny. And what I do, act more stupidly. Bought more jewelry, more Louis V. My mama couldn't get through to me. The drama, people suing me. I'm on TV talking like it's just you and me. I'm just saying how I feel, man. I ain't one of the Cosbys. I ain't go to hell, man. I guess the money should have changed them. I guess I should have forgot where I came from. It's all there. All you have to do is listen.
Yeah, man. You know what the dropout was really about? Anybody? He was telling us about Epstein, Gates, Trump. But none of y'all gave it no bump, no thump, no thought. None of y'all actually knew was what he was actually trying to teach y'all. Okay. Me, I thought that nigga was talking about me, to me, and himself. You feel me? Like he was motivated. To be honest with you, I listen to that nigga. Fuck. Man, I listened to that nigga when I was trying to make money. You feel me? I listened to that nigga when nigga was on hard times and I didn't have no dime. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. Well, time to get back on my feet. Motherfuckers thought I was weak. When you keep getting knocked down, learn your lessons. Keep getting on your feet. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it moving.
What good is it for a man to gain the whole world, yet lose his soul? What do you know about my vision? My vision would turn your world upside down, tear asunder your illusions, and send the sanctuary of your own ignorance crashing down around you. Now ask yourself, are you really ready to see that vision? Love me. Jesus was black, Ronald Reagan was the devil, and the government is lying about 9/11. Love me. Obi-Wan Kenobi said, your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them. It seems to be getting harder, distinguishing reality from the illusions people make for us, or from the ones we make for ourselves.
I figure y'all needed some motivation, you know what I'm saying? That Boondocks type situation. I always thought I was the Huey Freeman and my little brother was the Riley. I ain't gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. But we didn't have a granddad in our life. You know what I'm saying? Mom was still there. Granddad disappeared. Can't tell me nothing was my jam too. You know what I'm saying? And then when they came out with workout plan, Kanye's workout plan, that was my shit. You know why? Because he was talking about the Players Club and shit like that. That's the music video. Y'all go watch that music video and tell me he wasn't talking about who the fuck you think I'm talking about. Like he's telling you guys about these guys. Telling you. Some good shit. Kanye's workout plan. Kanye workout plan. Kanye's workout plan. Hey, that shit was funny as hell though, cause he was telling the story the whole time. You know what I'm saying? That story was hitting, and then that bump, he was hitting that 808 shit up in there too. They tuck your tummy tight and do your sit-ups like this. Give head. Stop, breathe. Get up. Check the weed. Don't drop the button. Disrespect the weed. All right, I'm gonna stop right there though. You know what I'm saying? The truth always hits in plain sight. Hell yeah. Like that, and then that's the thing, man. This nigga made it out of Chicago. He went through a damn car accident, had his jaw wired shut. Still talking that shit. Couldn't give it up. Started making them beats. Jig and Navy set it up. You know what I'm saying? So what he have to do? Shit. Put his shit out there himself. Get on his own 2 feet. Move the shit forward. Start hanging out with more people. So you get Dave Chappelle, Talib Quality, Most Def, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Q-Tip. Nigga was he was hitting all the blocks. All the blocks. Keep moving up.
God damn, y'all wasted no time getting that last video removed, but the question still remains. But I'm gonna word it a little bit better for you guys, alright? We're gonna cut all the race shit, we're gonna cut all the bias, all the trolls, all the stereotypes, all the jokes, the memes, all that shit, right? But what more can the Mexican community in California take from black people before they feel black enough to not be racist towards black people? Again, listen to the question clearly. What more can the Mexican community in California take from black people before they themselves feel black enough to not be racist towards black people? Like, what more can you guys take from us? Y'all took our style, our clothing, our dancing, automotive style, the music, the lingo, the neighborhoods, the houses, the apartments, all the housing, all the government assistance, all the small businesses, all the entry-level jobs, all the landscaping and construction jobs, all the warehouse jobs, all the trucking jobs, all the manager jobs that you guys use and weaponize to box out black people just to hire your own, our cosmetic style, even down to stealing our features. From the haircuts and the fades y'all get, the braiding styles, the tattoos, your women literally get lip injections, cheekbone lifts, BBLs, hip surgery, and literally tan their skin so goddamn brown. What more can the Mexican community in California take from the black people and the black culture before y'all feel black enough to not be racist towards black people? Like, when will y'all feel black enough to not be racist?
I think that's a valid question, right, Angela? I think that's a valid question. Me personally, I feel like we've been stole from long enough to where everybody else gentrifies our shit for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Look at even Puerto Ricans don't even feel black no more. They think they're Mexican. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, where the fuck you get that from?
Because you guys don't think you're black.
Who
No, I'm
said
Puerto
that,
Rican.
bro?
Nigga, you niggas is niggas. Shut the fuck up. No, I'm Puerto Rican. What the fuck does that even mean? I'm from Puerto Rico. That don't mean shit. You still black,
Some
nigga.
of
You a
us,
slave.
bro.
You still a
Listen,
slave.
first of all,
What,
some
nigga?
of us claim the black side. Some of them claim the European side, and then they, the ones that don't know the history, that's the ones that be like, I'm Puerto Rican. You're not supposed to be calling them Puerto Rican. First of all, it's
No,
fucking
you ain't.
Boricua. That's why they
It's
call it
supposed to,
Boricua in the first
exactly. It's
place.
supposed to be about equals. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, bro. It's not all of us, but it's some of us that do claim the African side, bro. Some claim the
Hey, the
European
Asian
side.
people are the worst,
Like I said,
Angela. Asian people want to be black so bad because of how far away they got mongoloid. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas got mongoloid. Start interbreeding with themselves and shit. Like, oh, I want to be white, so they start fucking with the Caucasians real hard, right? Then they start making all the anime and shit telling us who we were, not knowing that they were trying to wake us up. You know what I'm saying? The whole time because the niggas wanted to be black again. You didn't know that though, did you, King?
you said what, bro?
See, you didn't catch none of that shit. What are you doing, man? Better be smoking something.
I'm rolling up right now.
Damn it, dude. God damn it, dude. Why the fuck can't you do two things at once?
I'm listening and rolling up.
You didn't hear a damn thing I said.
You talk about the Asian people trying to be black.
No, they're not trying to be black. They were black. They just trying to go back. They got mongoloided. You know what mongoloids are? No. Think about
You
this.
talk about the Mongolians, or you talk about someone else?
No. We were the Mongolians. Mongolians were the Tartarians. Think about like Genghis Khan was actually the black guys, all right, nigga. They just Asians try to take everything from us, even though they don't realize that they is us. You feel me? But they write about us so much that they don't realize that they wouldn't be who they are without us. You know, you can't be a ninja if you don't have black genes in your body. I bet you didn't know that. Bet you didn't know that. See, when we started breeding with them, it took out their mongoloidism. You know what I mean? That was one of Yakub's presents because they were so much against us because of how much the Caucasians had programmed them to not like black people, just like they whitewashed everyone else. You know what I'm saying? But it is like we were base, and then we built everything else up, right? But they didn't realize that the base was only what we gave them from the top. You know what I'm saying? but our top wasn't our top. You feel me? Like they weren't at our top. They were still at our base, thinking that they were at our top. But them being lower frequency, lower realm beings, they don't understand that higher life, higher light, can see everything that ain't right. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. Pay attention now. 'Cause there's a lot out there that ain't right.
Capricorns
Like
really do give
Greenlanders,
the best advice, bro. Like, but the problem is that a lot of y'all just can't handle the truth. Let's keep it real, bro. Like, a lot of y'all like to come to a Capricorn, ask for advice, and then leave out crying and yelling and screaming at us like it's our fault for telling the truth. Like, what do you want? Oh, you should be a little softer when you give us advice. Why? Why? For what, bro? You need to hear it. That's why you be doing the same patterns, because everyone keeps sugarcoating things for you, right? But we here giving it to you real rap raw. You feel me? We here telling y'all how y'all need to be. Y'all should have heard it the first time, bro. So spare your feelings, bro, and focus on what we're telling you. We really be getting a bad name for doing the right thing, bro. Well, I guess we'll try to be softer, right? Well, maybe.
somebody was flying over Springfield and caught this. Not gonna lie. They see the power plants, like, oh, those are cloud makers. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Making radiation rain. Giving you butt cancer since 1835. Nonstop. Just allegedly speaking, of course, in my opinion. I don't think sulfur and carbon is a good mix. I don't either. It's probably not a good mix. Sounds kind of toxic. And it's 100% kind of like how medical books say that we got reptilian and mammalian parts of brain. Spider-Man and Freeze in full effect. Man, I say like this. I think as a kid, we've all been programmed. Everybody's been given the worm, and we are supposed to regularly detox so that this parasite does not inhabit us. You know what I mean? Kind of like Isaac, but not how Isaac did it, because Isaac doesn't read the instructions when he's taking these little pills to tell you that there are certain things that you can't do with this shit, like overdose. Not good. Otherwise, you're gonna be shitting everywhere. It's not good. Not good. But you will deworm. So let's keep it moving.
Since we on Zodiacs and shit, man, why everybody love you, man? I notice everybody love you, man. What's up with you and y'all Capricorns, man? What's going on with that?
I don't know. I mind my business, get money, stay out the way, stay solid.
That's it?
I don't chase. I replace.
Okay, I can see that now. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, man. Keep that love moving. You're right, Margaret, but I don't believe that exists in my DNA. That was the first line to the song that was just played for us. Yeah, by Beb Biv DeVoe. That girl is my. Don't stop. That shit hit.
Poison. Poison.
Can't get her out of my mind. Miss her, kiss her, this her. One wrong move you did. That girl is poison. Do 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 do. Cause you know we can't play more than 10 seconds of fucking music and shit now. Cause fucking YouTube copyrights, bitch.
What is going on in Tennessee right now? A man attacks a woman in a Walmart there. And we're not talking just attack. We're talking trying to bite her viciously. And now the people that were in that Walmart are quarantined. What? Tell me more! This is getting wild. In Tennessee, a man attacks a woman, bites her, and then the woman ends up having to go to the hospital. But everybody in that Walmart is quarantined. The mayor comes on, talks about the entire situation. But why are they quarantining people there if this is just maybe a one-off situation where somebody lost their mind or something? And why now is the town under National Guard watch and basically in lockdown in their homes right now? But then after the woman goes to the hospital to get treatment, after some time there, she then attacks somebody at the hospital trying to do the same thing, meaning trying to bite them. I'm sure everything's fine though. Okay.
Yeah, that's real crazy work for real. Dirty motherfucking bitch. Nigga bit a female. What the fuck? Hey, it keep getting sicker, man. I see motherfucking these damn Edomites fucking eating raw meat and shit. You feel me? That shit nasty. 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 You ain't seen that shit yet, man. I hope I ain't get that shit. That shit disgusting. I don't want to see that. I'm just saying. I seen it, but I don't want to see that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Keep moving.
We are a people that has been kicked out of every place we've ever lived for 2,000 years. Every single place.
Why? 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 Why?
We stay silent in the face of what is coming, not only on the left, but on our own side as well. Our time in this country could come to an end as well. Jews have been kicked out of every country we've ever lived, and it's never been our own fault.
Right.
What, nigga? What did you say? Nah, it was
Every
always
Jew been kicked out of every country.
it was always your fault. Dog, you did everything wrong. Look, if we send you to a third world country, how? Matter of fact, if we send you to that island where they eat people, how would you suffice? That's the question. How would you suffice in a country that has cannibalism? Would you try to abduct their babies? No. You know why? Because you gotta eat your own. Allegedly speaking, of course, this is my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Nobody say, dog, me and my family is safe and happy. You don't want to bring harm to nobody else. Okay, good. Good. Just for entertainment purposes only. Let's get it. But like you said, everybody been kicked out because these motherfuckers ain't doing their job. They ain't doing their job. I don't know what their job is, but they ain't doing their job. That's not the right job. You're supposed to treat people how you want. Golden rule, how you want to be treated. Don't eat anyone I like. Just matter of fact, if I have a pet and it's named, you don't eat that son bitch. Okay? I'm like Luffy on that matter. You feel me? If I have a pet named, we don't eat that. That's a pet. If it dies, he gets buried. Okay? 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 You hear me? Okay. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Feel you on that. So we should feed bad folks to cannibals. I like that. But then the cannibals are gonna be bad folks too. I don't want them to be bad folks too. You know what I'm saying? It's like feeding them tainted meat. It's gonna just one bad apple, bro. You feel me? One bad apple. Let's get it.
What the fuck?
Bitch, bro, you see that shit, bro? I did have that some bitch. It's that good, right? Smoke that bitch.
What the fuck?
Shit tastes good.
What did you say that you are meat, bro? You raw meat, bro. With a side of botulism. No, there's no botulism. It's just impossible salmonella. You get botulism from eating spoiled foods, mostly canned. Yeah, man. DJ, oh, that's the animal blood they got. Yeah, that's the Edomite. They Edomite. They might eat you now, they might eat you later, but they Edomites. You know what I'm saying? It's like, remember when I told you about the Shemites? She might be a he, she might be a girl, but we never know because she might. You know what I'm saying? The finger licking salmonella. Yeah, man, that's what it do. Then a man, what it do? Then up in a building, the Bible says life is the blood. What are you trying to say? Do you practice drinking blood or something? What are you What Hope not. The Bible also promotes rituals, the eating body of God and drinking his blood. Exactly. Fucking vampirism. That's why I don't fucking do that shit. That's kind of weird.
I'm not gonna lie, I used to practice, bro.
Are you like eating flesh and drinking blood now, nigga? Huh?
Nah, I was playing around with the candles and shit,
You
spells.
just doing what?
Play around with the candles and spells and cat bones and crow feathers.
Oh, well, as long as you wasn't eating the body of Christ and drinking his blood, you're all right in my book. If you was playing around with that Ouija board and never sit by and don't come back, close the door and shit, you might have to stay away from me, bro.
Nah, I was just practicing shit like that.
Yeah.
That shit runs
So for
it
future
runs in my
references and
family,
shit.
bro. It runs in
Yeah,
my family.
no, you're good. You go, you're a brujo, bro. You're good. I get it. See, but for future references, anybody that ever played with a Ouija board, don't try to meet me in person, okay? Yeah, keep that shit over there. I'm over here. You keep that shit over there. Yeah,
Yeah,
that part.
that's one thing I never played with. But it was just like a fade type of shit, and then I just stopped playing around with shit like that.
Hey, me too, Red Cap. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a hermit. Me and Master Roshi got something in common. You know what I'm saying? What the Bible says. It says we aren't allowed to have blood. It makes you sick for reason. That's what the ball worshippers did. Yeah. I remember that when I be playing Conan Exiles and shit. I don't know why I picked the cannibalistic nature one, but shit, man, gotta sacrifice something and shit to the shit in the game and shit. It's weird. I just wanted to play the game because at that time I was vibrating at a low frequency that you could play her as a new character. So I picked female characters topless. It's weird. Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
And your rice
Mhm.
with corn?
Haven't you already met James in person, Mike? No. Me and that nigga stay all the way over there. I don't. Hell no, man. That's a far ass trip. There's some dead shit leaves it alone. Somebody else can solve the mystery. I do not want to know. Right? Leave Scooby Doo on that bitch. So I used to have a shadow round and sleep paralysis. So basically, you was letting incubus and shit have sex with you and shit. That's fucked up. Yeah. What do you think sleep paralysis is? Incubuses are fucking it.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Shadow people never bothered me. Hey, that's something that meth heads say, bro. Are you all right? I'm my own business. All right, all right, all right. I keep it 100. I'm just saying, dude, that's something the meth head would say. Shadow people don't bother me. That I had a friend, right? This dude, I actually got him off of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Basically, dude would fucking eat the shit and trip hard and shit. He'd be throwing up. And then the next thing you know, this motherfucker be seeing shadow people and shit, right? Out corner of his eye, and he start talking to him and shit. I'm like, hey, dude, you all right? Like, yeah, I'm good, bro. Talk to the people over there. What people? Like, what people, dude? What? Weird. And then I started noticing everybody that on meth, they start getting a little skittish around and start looking at shit that's not there. You feel me? Said I'm boring, so drama won't find me. I didn't let anything. Wait, what? It was like a part statement right there. To take shit that can't make you hallucinate equals you hallucinate. Yeah, I like that dimethyltryptamine a little bit. I had a cart for like a while, right? And I'd microdose here and there. I remember one day I don't know if you heard the story, but I was sitting there hitting that shit, and my hand turned into wood, like Groot. And I'm like, oh shit, dude. But I'm an earth sign, so it kind of makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if I smoked it and I turned into water, right? Like the X-Men dude turned it, and I flushed myself in the toilet. So I'd be there tripping high as fuck with my feet in the toilet or some shit trying to flush. that would probably what would happen if I was like, damn, I'm glad I'm not a water element, you know. I mean, I'm the Avatar, but I stay grounded.
Yes, sir.
I got a tank of galaxy gas for a rainy day. God damn, bro, you don't like your brain? What's your brain do to you? Huh? What's your brain do to you? That shit fuck your brains up something serious. Look at this, I'm gonna be honest. You can't get those brain cells back. Okay. Lots of things can amp the senses and or cause hallucination. Yeah. Like fucking dimethyltryptamine. It's a safe drug that makes you want to not use it no more. And it's not what you would call addictive. Yeah. I mean, this is just allegedly speaking, of course, in my opinion. Some shit, same shit used for dentistry. Yeah. I remember watching Little Shop of Horrors, all right? You ain't gotta tell me about some fucking laughing gas. This thing though. Did you think that guy was smart? Nah. He was the goofiest dude you ever seen in the whole damn movie. He looked so goofy. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Something about the goofy gas makes it look like an ass. I'm just saying. Man, y'all, I truly enjoyed the laughing gas. I saw sounds and heard colors. The fuck you mean, man? So y'all be on the dental gas. His brain is fried. Back. Motherfuckers hitting duster cans and shit. Whippets. Shit, let's keep moving.
People think I be tripping whenever I say you should be careful what you name your kids. Y'all don't know the power behind names. I swear to God, look, if life and death is in the tongue and the names come out your tongue, then life and death is in the name too. Think about what I'm saying. I'll give you a good example. When last time you seen an ugly Porsche, Mercedes, or Brittany? You know how much work you got to put in to find an ugly Brittany? I mean, I've seen like 2 of them, and I'm 43 years old. So out of 43 years, I've seen 2 ugly Brittany's. Now look, Shonda on the other hand, you got to search for a fine one. I don't care what kind of Shonda it is. Real Shonda, Tush Shonda, Lil Shonda, Shonda, Shonette. All them motherfuckers look weird to me. I'm sorry. Now look, if you take the D away, and it's just Shauna, now she fine. LaShauna always bad. But that's just life. Think about it. I rarely ever see an ugly Jasmine. But every Ashley I know got an attitude. Got a motherfucking attitude. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of that motherfucking name. You don't believe me? Think about this. Trayvon. Every Trayvon I ever met is a felon. Tell me when last time you met a successful Trayvon. I'm serious. When last time you ever heard a motherfucker go all rise, Judge Trayvon, Thaddeus Brown? You ain't never heard no shit like that before. I'm serious as shit. Whenever you hear a name with a Trey in it for a black person, that motherfucker baby daddy, he drink beers and he curse at his woman. You don't never think of nobody no Deion Trey.
Damn, son. Damn, son. Hey, that's why I like that dude. You know why? That motherfucker for real. And he's funny about it. It's like talking to Dick Gregory, you know what I'm saying? But shit, let's keep moving.
So just to piss even more you racist white men off, that was in my comment section that y'all went off when I said black men have been the most masculine group of men, which we are. Just to piss y'all off some more, have YT men historically been GAY? I'm just asking because I was sitting here thinking during slavery, which y'all conquered us in, according to y'all, during slavery, slave masters would do something called butt breaking a slave, male slaves, where they would basically stick their Johnson inside of a black male slave, and it would basically demasculate him. And they did this throughout slavery. So that being said, have YT men historically been GAY? Not only that, they also make up the largest group of males in the United States who are GAY, which makes sense considering historically y'all were doing GAY stuff, especially towards black men.
Yeah, like they made this thing called buck breaking. You ever look that up, bro? Where the slave master would fuck the black guy. He got too curious and never wanted to hear any of this. Oh shit! But keep moving. Then that's why, bro.
If you're on the West Coast, things are going to get crazy. It's not a matter of if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. And from what I'm looking at, it's getting closer. I've been warning you all for about 2 years now. You've had plenty of time to make adjustments, save money, and get away. The movie 2012, where you see that the world, the earth split apart. Y'all remember that movie? When the man was in the plane, he went to go back and find his kids with the stepdad, blah, blah, blah. All right. That is a actual possibility because you all been following me. You know that I've showed you the entire digestive tract of the dragon, all the way around into the Bering Sea, where the tail ends and the cloaca meets. All right. Where the cloaca is the poop chute and where they lay their eggs. We just had a 7.3 earthquake and about 40 more earthquakes almost at the cloaca. That means that she is getting ready to push out something big, okay? Now, whenever she has to push and that egg comes out, that tail is probably going
to... Hey, man, I'll be honest with you, man. This dude's been telling us about the earthquakes and shit for I don't know how long and shit. I'm not worried about the earthquakes that are going to happen over here. I would be worried about the earthquakes that happen over by Japan and Okinawa and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? When that snake starts moving, niggas gonna have something to worry about. That's when the waves coming from over there are gonna hit us. That's big wave shit. You know what I'm saying? He talking about little wave shit. But hey, I hope that tail don't sway towards y'all. Let's keep moving.
Leaker on Reddit just exposed Israel and Trump's plan to take over AI in America. He said they'd start off by passing Section 219 to merge the Pentagon and Israeli intelligence. What's crazy is this actually just happened. And he said that they will classify data centers as military operations, meaning nobody can stop them from being placed on their land. And guess who was right again? Because AI centers are now IDF military installations. What they don't want you to know, though, is that Barron Trump could actually be behind all of this. Because shortly after Trump said he was going to invest $500 billion into AI, Barron Trump became the top investor of one of the largest AI projects in crypto, which just so happened to be the same cryptocurrency that they warned us about in that Reddit leak that predicted everything correct so far. They are predicting the Trump family has a plan to make billions of dollars off of XST and that it could go to $7 to $15 in price. They do not want people to realize this information yet, but the people are catching on and the XST coin is starting to go up in value. You need to realize that if this goes to $5 to $15 like that Reddit article was predicting, then people who are investing now could end up making millions of dollars and feeding off of the exact play that the Trump family will make billions of dollars off of that they don't want you to know.
I don't know how that kid got onto this shit, man. I'm sorry. That dude's fucking my shit up. I had a whole swag. He fucked up. Keep moving on, yeah. Yeah.
Where on earth does Fox News find the audacity to call anything political theater while their entire empire is nothing more than government propaganda? Fox News doubled down on the bombing of tens of thousands of children. And why? Because it's Hamas' fault. Fox News will overlook the genocide, hundreds of thousands of people, simply for political agenda. Hell, I'm from Gotham. I still couldn't tell you where on earth you find such a deep cesspool of treasonous, vile scumbags. I mean, how big is the back alley paycheck they're getting to double down on genocide? Meanwhile, your brilliant orange leader just implied that people who stand against pedophiles are communists. If being anti-pedophile and anti-pedophile protector makes me a communist, then paint me commie, baby. And what's more, I've never seen a room full of more brain-dead idiots than the ones who start chanting USA after he gets called out for being a pedophile protector. It's a weird world when I stop looking like the crazy one.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I said better myself if I was dressed as the man in black. You know what I mean? But shit, I'm just a little old bat. Let's keep moving, y'all. I don't know if it played.
Stop calling this hieroglyphics.
The term is meduneta, which in many ways is translated to say divine speech, but actually means language of the gods. Remember that hieroglyphics is a Greek word, hiero meaning holy and glypho meaning writing. See, don't let nobody tell you that Africans never wrote things down. And when they did write things down, it was only on stone walls. See, meduneta was the earliest form of writing that was also written down on something called papyrus. Point is, let's start using our own terminology instead of the terminology of people who came after. And remember, I am because we crew. Woo!
Man, I'm pretty sure that dude eats pretty fantastic. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he could miss a couple meals, still be good. Fasting was never in his repertoire. So my type 2 diabetes senses are tightening, tingling. Shit, man. Shit. Keep moving.
Amazing new information from the science world regarding Levi. Now, let's talk about it. So we all know 3 days ago, the United States ordered strikes against Venezuela and they took the president and his wife. If you follow me, then you know why they're really inside of Venezuela. I told you, the only place that they can hurt these serpents are their eyes. One eye of this serpent is in Venezuela. The other eye is in Haiti, right on the border of Haiti and the DR. Now, do you know what the scientific community figured out 3 days ago? Take a look. It says here, the identification of a rock layer approximately 20 kilometers thick beneath the oceanic crust of Bermuda reveals an unprecedented structure, helps explain the roughly 500-meter uplift of the North Atlantic seabed. So the sea floor has raised at least 500 meters. That is over a quarter mile. Do you know what that means? That means that someone is trying to rise out of the water. And I wonder who that someone could be. Now let's turn our attention to the future naval map of America. Now, if you look to the right of the United States, you can see a new landmass. And that landmass is exactly where they say it's just raised 500 meters higher than it was 3 days ago. And that would be located near the Bermuda Triangle. And you can also see on this map, if you look at South America, what is predicted to happen to Venezuela and why a president and his wife would get the hell out of there. I've warned and warned for the past 3 years that she was waking and she was going to move. Now she's moving. The destruction that's going to come, I'm not sure. But I do know this. She's going to reposition herself. She's not going to completely come out of the water because she is a water serpent. Okay? She is a water serpent. But it is that time where she moves and finds a new position to get herself into to become a little more comfortable.
Gonna be pushing out them baby guys. Dang, where you at? Hey man, he'll get a strike for assuming genders. I think snakes mostly are asexual now. You know what I'm saying, especially because they're turning frogs gay with water. Remember, in the water, bro. I don't drink that shit. But that nigga did have a snake head, dude. But I'm down with new kaijus. Yeah, I like kaijus too, man. Only ones like Baby Godzilla, because at least if He-Man was here, he could tame that bitch. You feel me? But hey, let's keep it moving.
This is why I keep telling y'all, we are the last generation. There's so much help here for us in this war as the planet rises in frequency. Just wait and see. A lot of these animals, you think animals you're gonna see. A lot of you see these dolphins, these whales, shapeshifting. You're gonna see more mermaids, more sirens, more ships, more scouting ships arriving, more commander ships arriving, motherships over every city. That's why I'm just doing my job. Reminding you who you are right here and putting it in the music. That's my job. To tamper with the frequency, to damage it, to destroy the matrix construct through this music and through this vibration of throat chakra with these lectures. It's in game. It's over with. The planet is back in our hands. Don't fall for the shits and giggles on the news that you see. when we have opened our eyes at the level that we have opened our eyes, it's a wrap.
Yeah, man. That nigga is like Negro Diamonds right now, man. Hell yeah. Rashad Jamal, y'all. Keep him up.
I need you to lock in for this video because this man found something that we all need to start doing. He was being harassed by the police, and for the longest time there has been really no legal recourse, no, like, really any kind of recourse when that kind of thing happens to you. He found a way. And he found it by putting a lien on that cop's gun and badge and making it so that he can no longer operate in the field because you can't be a police officer without your gun and badge. But he submitted a claim, he submitted a claim to the liability insurance insuring the police departments in that state, which is Texas. And after they approved his claim, they put a lien on that officer's badge and gun. And then the police officer's captain actually calls him back to like try to talk him out of it, I'm assuming, and be like, yeah, you know, this cop didn't really mean to harass you. He's got a family and kids. I'm assuming this part is just me. But watch this.
Did my thing in court yesterday. Just got a call from the police chief. They want to talk to me. This is the exact next day. Want to talk to me because I placed a lien on one of their officers' badge and gun. They unable to operate without that, you know what I'm saying? So, see what they want to talk about. Just got this handed to by the chief himself. You got to make these officers liable, man, for their negative behavior, you know. Sometimes you can't go after the officers direct, so you go after the insurance. So the chief of police just handed me this himself. See what they say, liability claim. I don't play no games, man. Y'all be letting these people make it, handle you any type of way. You know what I mean? Gotta hold them liable.
Mm-hmm. Gotta hold them liable, man. Cause them motherfuckers, they ain't gonna do their job right if they know you gonna let them slide, right? Right. Yep, Margaret. So you know what I'm going through. That's why I'm wishing what the man, Angela. I'm gonna say like this. You say it year round. You go to the beach and ski and shit. Well, swim and shit. Over here in Illinois, we could do that shit too. Once that new beachfront property come rolling in, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be skiing, swimming, snowboarding, jet mobiling, shit, all that shit. You know what I mean? Shit. Probably gonna be great white hunting. You know what I mean? Motherfucking seal otter wrangling or some shit. I don't know what the fuck. You know what I mean? Shit, we might have new crustaceans, like, you feel me? Never know. You never know. Keep moving.
See, all started when it came out with Baby Mama. For the ones that really know, you know what I'm saying, what really broke down about him apparently molesting that child, something like that. Boom, was all the Baby Mama. So all the attention was on Baby Mama. When the whole motherfucking time, it was his wife that set him up. See, the folks came up to his wife because, it was a lot of folks that was watching, that was on Rashad Jamal ass. We already knew that. You know what I'm saying? The folks was watching, either they want to try to kill the nigga or get them locked up. That's what happened to a lot of revolutionaries out there. Either they get killed or locked up. They don't like anybody that's speaking with a message or trying to wake their folks up or are waking their folks up. They don't like that. They want folks to stay on that low vibe and talk about bullshit all day. You know what I'm saying? So he was already a target from the jump. So why not target the closest person to him? They trick him. You know, all his attention is on Baby Mama the whole motherfucking time. It's the same lady he in the bed with, got kids with. That's the one that set him up. You know what I'm saying? Behind his motherfucking back. See, that's what really happened. See, in emotion of what's going on now, she's the reason why a lot of fucked up emotions going on. All of a sudden, you know, he had this beef with all these spiritual leaders. It was her idea of that. It was her gaslighting of that. You know what I'm saying? He is not in control of none of his pages. Now they just doing this shit for money. They just making money off the man right now. That's all they doing.
That's really what it is too. That's really what it is. Very the next thing. One last video, then we on, y'all. Let's get it.
They spent 2 decades writing a script for what black people were supposed to sound and look like. Some of us never did learn our lines. Now this ain't my usual seat at the table. I usually don't stop for this one. But y'all, some things earn a pause. Think about what the 80s and 90s actually fed us. NWA in the headphones, Boys in the Hood, Juice, New Jack City, South Central, dead presidents on the screen. Then Menace to Society, Set It Off, Clockers. Then it was The Wire, Paid in Full, Belly. Then Empire, Power. Then Snowfall, Gang Wars, Drug Rings, Chains and Corners, over and over again for damn near 40 years straight. A story told so many times over and over again, it stopped feeling like entertainment. It started feeling like an assignment. Like somebody was trying to teach us what quote unquote real was supposed to sound and look like. But a whole lot of us never did the homework. Some of us knew early. Whatever it is, wear it loud.
Blur gang. Blur gang. That's black nerd, y'all. Don't forget it. Both trying to know about it. Nerd gang in the building. But I like what's this? Wait, I had two more. Oh shit. Oh
Hey
shit.
y'all, this the one right here. You know all the gurus will be like, go get your LLC, but then they never give you the rest of the game. I'm about to give it to you from beginning to end. You're gonna go to Google, type in Secretary of State in your state. You're gonna fill out that one-page document, list all your basic information. It's usually gonna cost you under $100. You now have your articles of organization. You're gonna go to Google, type in IRS EIN. It's the social security number for your business. You get that literally within seconds. It's free. You're gonna take both of those documents, the articles of organization and your SS4, take it to the bank. You're going to open up a business bank account. It's going to cost $100 to open it. As soon as you open it, you're going to ask them to apply for a business credit card. There you go. If you want to know more and if you got bad credit, I can help you get funding. I'm going to help you for free. Type the word rich. I'm going to send you a link to my free live masterclass. I'm about to expose all the secrets when it comes to funding.
Yo. Big money moves right there, y'all. Big money moves. And we keep it step. Let's keep it stepping.
I mean, you stealing from the airport. I'm not stealing, I'm buying paint. That's what I told you. What do you know what I'm saying? Black folks always stealing something. I'm not black folks, I'm African. That's the same thing, you black? Not the same thing. We're different than you guys. Look at your hand. No, we're different than you guys from here. How are you different from me? Oh yeah, we different. How? We don't do the same thing. What you mean? So you better? I'm not saying we better, but we do different stuff. Like what? Give me an example. Do different stuff. We African, we do different stuff. Give me an example. Listen. Like y'all eat rabbits and we eat pigs? Yeah, hold on. When Obama win, I see the black folks here started dancing. You know what I told them? I said, no, it's not your win. It's Africa who win. Believe me. And you better. Oh, so Obama, you celebrated too? Of course, Obama is African. So why they can't celebrate? Did Jesse Jackson win? He never gonna be able to win. Jesse Jackson, did he win? You said. Did he win? Hold up. You said we was dancing when Obama won. No, listen. Y'all don't act right. Let me clear. Oh, okay. Yeah, and you do. No, yeah, that's what Obama win. This doesn't win. So you say the African Americans in America don't act right? No. And you do? We do. That's Obama over there. You racist. I'm not. I like y'all, but you know what? That's the reality I'm telling you. You're racist. You just like the white people. No, I'm not white. I'm African. No, you're like the white people. No, I'm African. I'm African. You hear me? So wait, you won't go get a diamond chain and wear around your neck? Oh, wait, no, I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna show my underwear. Do you see me dress up? Let me see. I'm not gonna show my underwear to you.
They're your brothers.
They're not our
and
brothers.
sisters.
They're not our brothers.
They are.
If you were born in America and have lived there for 300 years, you're no longer African. Those are Americans. We don't need them.
We don't need
they
them.
They were taken away, unfortunately, but they are Americans. We will develop by ourselves. Yeah, we have the capacity, we have the will, we have the resolve. We don't need them. No.
I totally agree with you. Thank you so much, sir. Now your brother.
Sweet potatoes, do you put 1 cup of water or do you put 2 cups of water?
What kind of sweet potatoes?
Sweet potatoes, candy yams.
Candy yams? How much sweet potatoes am I making? Feed how many?
Cooking channel?
Feed how many people?
1 cup of water, 2 cups of water.
How many people are we feeding? It doesn't matter?
No, 1 cup of water, 2 cups.
Well, I'm born and raised African. I'm not African American, so I don't know y'all culture. But if I were to make it, oh shit. 2?
Sweet potatoes, you don't put no water in it. Okay. I'm gonna have to pass, but wait, so you wanna steal? So y'all both gonna walk away? You gonna walk, okay?
Yeah. That's slave food. I don't do that, babe. I'm not a slave. I was never a slave. I don't know how slaves cook. I was never a slave. I know where my grandfather came from, my great-grandfather, and where all their ass came from. Your ass don't know.
So, there you have it.
Stop claiming them as being the same as them. We are not the same as Africans, okay? Africans are Hamites, Israelites, which are you so-called blacks, Mexican, and Native Americans. We descend from Shem. We are Shemites, Israelites. We are not the same. Deuteronomy.
The same. We are not the same. We are from Marsh. But shit, let's keep moving. I'm
Hey,
playing
y'all,
for
this
right
the
now.
one
Everybody
right
got
here. You know how the gurus will be like, go get your LLC, but then they never give you the rest of the game. I'm about to give it to you from beginning to end. You're going to go to Google, type in Secretary of State in your state. You're going to fill out that one-page document, list all your basic information. It's usually going to cost you under $100. You now have your articles of organization. You're going to go to Google, type in IRS EIN. It's the social security number for your business. You get that literally within seconds. It's free. You're going to take both of those documents, the articles of organization and your SS4, take it to the bank. You're going to open up a business bank account. It's going to cost $100 to open it. As soon as you open it, you're going to ask them to apply for a business credit card. There you go. If you want to know more and if you got bad credit, I can help you get funding. I'm going to help you for free. Type the word rich. I'm going to send you a link to my free live masterclass. I'm about to expose all the secrets when it comes to funding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hey, Red Cat, we all out of here, bro. That was the last one, you know what I mean? We gotta talk about this damn Spider-Man movie after this shit. So y'all catch y'all on the next one, yeah. Peace, love. Don't forget these starseeds they tried to bury. Got we were seeds, I guess. Time to grow. Let's get it. Peace.
Only a fool would include his own death as part of a plan. Young lady.
Mars so cold, I think I'm done with ice. Birds, if I leave her, she gon' die. But bitch, you done with life. Okay. Hey, and nothing hurts anymore. I feel kind of free. We're still the kids we used to be. I put my to see if I still. Ain't nothing hurts anymore. I feel kind of.
The real flex is how many lives you can positively impact. It's not about cars, clothes, or clout. Influence means nothing if you're not helping somebody to grow. The legacy you leave won't be measured by what you had, but by who you helped. Real power